Welcome to Great Lakes Outdoors, everyone. I'm your host, Rob Trott. On this week's show, we're going to bring you our 2008 spring turkey season. Joining me will be Sue's brother, Phil Wood. So you stay tuned. We hope to see a lot of turkeys right here on your Great Lakes Outdoors. 5 days before our spring turkey opener, myself along with Susie's two brothers, Phil and Woody, set up our Ameristep blinds at our already pre-scouted spot. We were once again hunting on old friend Al Bennett's property in Tuscola County. Finally, opening morning, and my hunting partner, Phil Wood, and I were in our blinds well before daylight with high anticipation of bagging a couple of mature toms. Our decoys were positioned where we thought the birds might come through after flying out of their roost about 100 yards away. As we sat listening, a tom or two sounded off as they flew out of their roost, and we got ready for some action.
Boy, there's about 3 or 4 of them. I think we ought to pick these guns up, Phil, because they're going to see us. They're not very far. Sounds like there's at least 3 of them. There's one out front and 2 over here, I think. They're going to cross that trail, I think. See them? Right on the trail. Right on the trail, Phil. Oh, yeah. That's a tom. He's coming. They're going to go out behind us. I don't see any beards, though. I think they're both, they're either Jake's or their hens.
As the turkeys entered the meadow behind us, the first one had about a 5-inch beard. At this point, they were about 45 yards away, although the camera zoomed in makes them look closer.
There's a second one ahead. Okay. They're going right in the woods. This one had one hen, one thing. Yeah.
Just minutes later, these 2 hens worked their way by.
Were those both hens?
At 7:30 a.m., we suddenly had a whole line of birds coming down the hill, headed for the field behind, including 2 monster toms.
Look at those ones up there. Oh, yeah. Look at them all. Look, there's a big tom right there. They're not going to even look. They got all those hens with them. There's a nice tom right there. Yeah, I see him. Look at this one. That's a hen, I think. Look at that tom by itself way in the back. Yeah. That's the one. Those are all hens right there. Every one of them's a hen. That tom's behind them. That's a big boy. See his beard? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big boy.
These birds, again, were at 45 to 50 yards, and it was starting to look like we should have had the blind set up a little closer to where they were entering.
This Jake is gonna just stand there looking at us, and yeah. Jake would leave because he's staring right at us. There's a Tom right there. Yeah, he's a little guy too. There's some more coming, I can hear them. That's a hen up in there somewhere. There's a hen coming right here somewhere. That Jake is looking right at us. Oh, yeah.
There were toms everywhere, and just too many eyes watching to even move a muscle. We were pinned down and just had to enjoy having so many birds just out of range.
That Jake is looking right at us. Both Jakes there. He's turning. There's 3 Jakes in a row, and there's the other 2. Yep. Boy, those other 2 were dandy. I don't know where they went. They're all waiting for this hen to come out of there.
These big toms were just out of shooting distance. The big pine in the background is 55 yards. The big boys walked off, leaving our hearts in our throats and our tags in our pockets.
Couple dandies there.
Man, that was pretty exciting. I mean, they just came from everywhere. You guys had them just perfect. We didn't do any calling to speak of because we knew they were roosting right up there.
Right.
And we started hearing them come in, and all at once they came in. I don't know how many birds were there. Sue's got them, I'm sure. 30 birds.
At least 30.
And
Two big toms.
Oh, 2 monsters. And one thing we didn't see, the camera did. That one monster had a double beard, and she said they're both like 10 inches. I'm telling you, they were just all over us here, and we could have killed those jakes with these. There was 3 or 4 nice jakes there, but after seeing those 2, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to wait for the big boy, I guess. There's some that's bigger than those I've seen out here, though.
At about 9:30 a.m., as Phil and I sat watching, this big tom started coming our way from way down the trail.
It's a big one, guys. See him fan out, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
He's all fanned out. Yeah.
big guy was taking his time, but I was determined to draw this one into range.
Yeah, he's trying to get her to come to him. He might not come in. He's expecting her to come to him, see? See, he's just down there saying, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on. Keep coming, baby. I think that last call worked. I knew there was.
That's what I thought.
That's probably the other big one. No, he's coming right up the trail, see? Yep. No, he's coming, I see him. He's right at the edge of the woods now. We got a long ways to go yet, but he's going anyway. Maybe he'll see those decoys. There's two of them. There's another bird behind him. Yeah, that's probably the hen. Maybe. He's moving. Oh yeah. Got a nice beard. Yeah, that's one of the big ones. Keep coming, buddy. The other one's a hen. Yeah. I think he sees the decoys. You gotta come to
Rob.
Easy, Rob, easy.
I almost turned the chairs around, but he kept coming.
Well, Phil, we spotted him way down on that hill down there, what, 200 yards probably.
Oh, it's
And I picked up the call, and he started fanning out, and he started walking slow. This whole sequence has to be, and I think Sue's got the whole thing, 15 minutes.
at least.
He started way down there, and he'd fan out. He was trying to tell, I was doing a hen call, you know, and he was trying to say, no, I'm here, you come to me.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But
why
he
he
had
was
that
staying
hen
in there.
with him, too, though. You know, she was real light-colored, that hen, almost white.
Yeah, yeah.
And anyway, he just kept coming, and he hung up over there, what, 60 yards probably, and that hen followed him, and he kept just fanning out, and finally when she started this way, I said, maybe we got him, you know. But then he cut around over there, and he came in the backside even at that.
You know, I've never noticed all this bright red on the front of their legs.
But he's a dandy. He's well over 20 pounds. What do we figure, 10-inch beard, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Nice spurs, probably 1.25 inch, 1.5 spurs. But he's definitely a mature bird. Look at that. Pretty bird. Look at all that golden copper. That's how you tell. But I'll tell you what, this is the same one, I think. There was a double beard, though, that now he's here for you.
Yep, yep, you got your tag full. Looks like you're no choice for you this next one.
But they were both here this morning. This was the other one that was with that double beard this morning. And gosh,
Well,
I don't know. He came all the way back.
It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, buddy, and you're done with your turkey season.
But now you can use the 3.5, so there's nothing wrong with that. Because that thing reaches out, buddy. I guess that probably was, what, 35 yards up there, I would guess. Here we go. That is a big bird.
One bird down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go park this. We'll move the blinds down just a little bit farther. We think this is where they're gonna come through. And Phil's gonna go hunting. Be back in a minute.
Well, we got the tents moved. We're going to try in a little bit different location, and it should work out just the same as what Rob did, except my bird's going to be bigger.
I think we'll catch them coming back into the roost is what we'll do. You might catch a couple more times. That one, he was looking for more hens. He had that one hen. I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah.
But actually where we're at now is where we seen all those birds this morning when they filed down out of the roost right there.
Right.
So if we don't catch them this afternoon coming back to the roost, we might catch a tom out here looking for a young hen or something.
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Definitely put you on birds this morning though.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna ask for more birds than that in opening morning.
We've seen so many birds that hard to make up your mind which one you want.
Yep. Pick and choose.
Yep, pick and choose.
Yep. That's a pretty slick shot Rob pulled.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot.
Yep.
We have to set this up for you folks. Sue and I decided we had to go home at 3:30, and we'd seen 4, 5, 6 hens this afternoon, but no toms, had a couple gobbling here and there. But so we decided at 3:30, well, we're going to come back in the morning, and Phil said, well, I'm going to shoot that double beard in the morning, and I'll wait for him. We get home at 4:15. At 5 o'clock, we get a cell phone call that he shoots a bird. And this is the other bird that was with that double beard this morning, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You can see the white wings on it and that. It's a beautiful bird, though. I can't blame you for shooting it. And you know your brother's happy because he's got another tag, and so is Sue, you know, for the second season. So they're kind of happy you shot this one. This is identical to mine. They got to be brothers. same size and everything. So why don't you fill in what we missed now?
Well, it was about 4:45, 20 minutes to 5.
Oh, we weren't even gone an hour.
Nope. I did the call about 2-3 times. Didn't hear no answers back, so I decided, well, I'm going to do it one more time. So I clicked it a couple more times and looks up over at the hill back here behind me, and here's a hen walking over top the hill. A couple seconds later, another hen come across, and then this big boy started walking out. He moseyed along down there, and he picked his way down along the edge of the tree line here, and we thought he was going to come in behind the tent. So I'm trying to get turned around so I could get a shot at him, and he decided, well, I see those decoys out there, I guess I'll go talk to those girls there. And he come walking out, got about 15 yards from the decoy, and I decided that was close enough. Let him have it, and down he went.
I just paced that off. That was 29 yards, so it was a decent shot.
Yep.
We moved those blinds this afternoon too. Worked out for me, but it seemed like this morning they came right down through here, and so we all decided to move them, and it paid off for you, because I'm not sure you'd have seen that bird had we been at the spot where I was this morning.
Right.
But, well, it worked out well, and it came from the same spot mine did too,
Exact
didn't it?
same spot.
Yep.
He walked just about the same tracks. He kept moseying on down through the edge of the trees there, through all the thick stuff, and he got in behind all this old dead thick stuff here, and I decided, well, I'm just going to wait and see if he gets out in the open a little bit. Sure enough, he finally realized the decoys were standing there, and one hen was already out there checking them out, and she walked on down the trail there a little bit, and he decided he was going to come over and say hi to the girls, and got himself all puffed up and did a little calling, and he walked right up.
Well, that would have been really good video if we were here, Phil.
Yeah, if you
really good.
If you had, yeah.
But
this is a good opening day though, because
let me tell you, how many birds have we seen? I don't know.
I'd say, well,
we're gonna go home and look at the tape, but gosh, 40 or 50.
Yeah, at least.
I'm sure that's
at
accurate.
Least.
Al, once again, I'd like to thank you for letting us hunt on your property. Gosh, you got turkeys everywhere here. You must take good care of them. I know at one point today I heard Woody say, call up Al and get him back in the pen and let him out again. It seemed there was so many here that, but you've counted, would you say, 100 of them or something?
At one point, yeah. 100, there's a ton of them, yeah.
We just saw a lot of birds today, and it's a great place to hunt. We really appreciate you inviting us again. Had a good time.
That's great. I'm just so happy you guys got some.
Oh, me too. I wish we'd have been here when Phil shot the bird, and you were with him, worse yet. We left, and you come down here with him, and you got to see him shoot it anyway. Yeah. Once again, thanks very much, Al.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That's this week's show, everyone. We had an outstanding April 21st, 2008 opening day turkey season. Phil shot this dandy about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I shot his brother this morning about 10. I don't know how many birds we saw, 40 or 50. Just can't beat it. Just a heck of a day, wasn't it, Phil?
Oh, it was a beautiful day. Great hunting today.
And we hope you enjoyed it too. So until next week, I'm Rob Trott saying, get outside. There's no better place to be.